So I decided to do a little video about the power plants created by the pyramids and everything else. A few interesting discoveries I've come across. As we notice here, Y rays, X rays, ultraviolet rays, visible light, infrared, microwave, and radio waves. We notice all around the world we have all sorts of these. Funny put together rocks that seem to be so indestructible. They're actually what produce the electromagnetic field that flows around the whole 8,000 miles of this mountain we call Earth. Because of this magnetic north, we are unable to get outside or down the mountain because of these things right here. By using certain minerals, once they connect together, they suck the energy out of the ground from something to do with the salt water and the minerals and the quartz. This is what our platform looks like at the top of the mountain, as if you're looking down. It's the only map you can find where it starts to 0 and goes all the way to 360. You see here that this circular looking thing, this sphere that they get, that is the electromagnetical field that makes it spherical, or just a surface down here. And there's a mountain that we can go down to discover our creators, or the other people's who's. So as you see here, if you look up in the sky, why would it be domed like? Why wouldn't those things be, why wouldn't they sit out farther? Apparently they didn't think of that. Just like this. This is us up here. These are the people that put us up here. And we flood water down here to flood their plants or something. And we're little ants on those things. Now here, you see these patterns of these rocks that look familiar? Those look familiar? Got something in common, electrical field. After pulling, before pulling. This is what extracts it. Heat. Magnetic flux. Pay attention to this here, how we got north, south, south, north, north, south, and it creates a bigger field on one side. And then this thing, north, south, south, north. So when we watch some of these old buildings, here is what the gravity field is caused by those different minerals and pyramids and all that. It's just a weak force. Very weak, so it messes up all of our calculations. Up is up, down is down. Gravity does not hold us down. It holds us together. It's the glue. It's the glue to the fabric, basically. That's what gravity is. That's why when we leave Earth, Mount Earth, to go out of it, we have to circle around it so many times because of the energy force holding us down. And that's why it takes twice as much fuel to get out of the atmosphere as it does to get in. Another pattern for magnetic field distance. Here's a very clear one. You see those little designs? Those look real familiar, like identical. You put north and south, and you turn all these that were going all different directions into going all the same direction. Here's a picture of the pyramid, and they tested the energy coming off of it, and there's a lot of energy coming off of it. Here's another way they make electricity. All the top of all those castles and stuff have these pillars, or buildings are built with the pillars in them. When the movement goes around there, it creates a sound and magnetic and coils, and I couldn't tell you exactly how it works, but it's something to do with electricity. And that looks familiar. It looks almost like an ohm symbol, don't it? But that's what these little top pieces are for. And then you have the rock patterns, and then it creates one bigger field when they're all aligned, like this. Yeah, field on one side and none on the other. Because, like, the ground don't need any field. The gravitational frequencies are the frequencies that light, sound, magnetism, and electricity all are within the gravity frequency. So light, sound, magnetism, and energy all come from gravity. It's all within this frequency. And then we see here a light going through magnet colors. If you put a wire up in the sky, just a plain wire, 390 feet, you can pull 12 kilovolts of energy out of the sky. Just putting a wire up in the sky. So I don't know why they don't have electronic planes. There'd be free energy up there. Here's Egypt. Here's the pi ratio and Fibonacci that we'll find in every one of these buildings, in every one of these masonry designs. And you see all these pillars. Those pillars are for getting the energy. And then we see this same pi and Fibonacci frequency built into it. There would be no other reason why they would need so many pillars back then. Out of a quartz and whatever mineral. You see, here's the pi and Fibonacci times 3, the silver ratio, I think it is. But that's another pattern we see in the rocks. There's more than one way to do this. No, this was the silver ratio, it's just 2 of them. And that's just a single. This is the distance to the bottom of the pyramid, and this is the distance times whatever to be the exact distance of the Earth. Well, the electromagnetic field, our magnetic north, from the center of the pyramid to 1/500th of an inch. And this is the pyramid right here in Egypt, and if you follow these straight lines, they will all line up with one of them historical buildings, places. Now for the good stuff.
When you look at it, and then obviously on top of it, it's a dead giveaway. You know, these giant bells with these antennae going up into the sky, and there's always antennae going up into the sky. And it seems that it was human sound that actually held up this weird energy girdle that was used to activate these circuit boards. Human sound, because you see these perfectly acoustic amphitheaters that are always connected to many of these circuit boards. The Parthenon in Egypt is also an old circuit board. There's your giant energy gets shoved into the circuit board. It activates the circuit board to whatever it's supposed to do, and we got some interesting stuff going on. Here's another example. There's your circuit board connected with a beautiful row of ringing pillars connected to the circuit board here. The amplificator there. This is a very badly distorted circuit board, as you can see. And there's another one, old remains of the circuit board up top, the top of the mountain. There's your amplificator there that was connected to it. And there's another one here in North Africa, in Algeria. Here they put the circuit board, they put the amplificator right into the, you see photographs from right above. It looks like it's alive. It's actually the rock are just giant machines, and using the quartz and the crystal and the silica inside the way that it should be used as resonators, energy generating devices, using light and sound to activate it. And this is why most of these seem to be aligned to the solstices, equinoxes, movement of the sun, and often movement of the stars. So when the sun comes up over there, and the rays of this rising sun comes on a passage and hits a standing stone, on the passage, the light and the sound of the frequency of that light hits the standing stone. It's like hitting enter on a computer. It activates the machine to start doing whatever that machine was constructed to do. And then the sun moves under another solstice over there. It comes on a different passage and hits it. And the first morning light hits another standing stone. And that machine gets instructions to stop doing what it was doing and do something else. And possibly that's what happens with the movement of the stars as well. When they go down these weird shafts and etc., they activate the light and the sound frequencies of that light, of the starlight and the sunlight and possibly the moonlight, are the activators to switch on these ancient machines. So they built them without having to have human or intelligent intervention, just operated by a movement of the sun, moon, or the stars. And we know that they're active because photographs like this tell us that they're still active. Obviously, we know this from the stone circles in South Africa. We've measured many of them. The sound frequencies are insane. Even Stonehenge, the beautiful concentric properties that have been measured in Stonehenge show us that it's strong acoustic properties that were created by intent, not by accident. And I believe, just like everything else, Stonehenge was a very powerful energy generating device, a huge, powerful resonator, and much, much older than we can imagine. I was there with Hugh yesterday, just to confirm what I saw in 2010 when I was there for the first time, and my jaw nearly dropped when I saw the big tall